Hi, my name is Jenna Durant, and today you'll be baking with me. We'll be baking a yellow cake, you know, just just 'cause I wanted to, and yeah, 'cause I'm the best baker. Yep. So let's get started. Supplies, materials for baking the cake. Your big bowl, a little tiny small bowl, your cup with sugar in it, another cup just in case, your eggs, your pan, your whisk, and of course, the cake mix. So first, we're going to start off with mixing the dry mix. So open your cake box like so. See, open it. Oh, it's gonna pop. Then you, oh, okay. Then you pour it in like so. I like to mix it just so it won't be clumpy when I start mixing it. You put in all your dried ingredients first. That's what I usually do. So pour in all that. You mix it up. I like to put cinnamon and sugar. Sorry, minor difficulties with the camera and the setup. So we'll be continuing where we left off with the mixing of the dry ingredients of the cinnamon, sugar, and cake batter. I'm gonna put this to the side for now and start mixing our wet ingredients. We're going to be using 3 eggs, the large, small, and you don't necessarily have to mix. Yeah, you mix the eggs together. Then, you know, just, I don't know, I guess. Just make sure you don't get eggshells. And the egg, because, you gotta bake the cake. Oh, I literally just did what I told you guys not to do. Okay. But after, I like to put a little milk in the eggs as it makes the cake more fluffier for me. Not everybody has to do this, and you don't have to give it a huge mix. Just a little tiny mix. And then you pour the eggs in last. And then you get water and you pour. So you use a cup of water. I cannot find my measuring cup for water for my 1 cup of water, so I'm winging it as of right now. Okay, so you first pour in the water like so, and you stir it. I like to stir the water first before I put in any other ingredients. Then you pour in the eggs with the milk. And after, you pour in your oil. But today I'll be using butter, melted butter, because I feel like the cake tastes better with melted butter. You can use, if you don't have oil, you can use butter as I'm using, or you can use applesauce. I personally don't like applesauce because I do not like the taste of it, so I will not be putting it in the cake. I'll be using butter. TJ, do not come out here right now. I'm doing the video. And now you mix and make sure you don't have any clumps. As I've said before, no clumps or it will be very nasty. you have dry stuff in your cake. So and now I'm gonna do and then so we're gonna put oil, pan liner, parchment paper, or butter. I'll be using butter again, and you evenly coat the pan so your cake doesn't stick to it. And when you cook, especially when you cook cakes and cupcakes, don't use a non-stick pan because it can melt, especially at too high heat, especially in the oven. As I've learned before, it can now it's time to pour your cake batter in. And always before you start, make sure you preheat the oven to 350. Right. This pod setting itself, we'll be putting it in the oven at 350. Hope you all set it as I said in the beginning. You set your oven to 350 so it can look all nice and clean. See you when the cake is out the oven. Workspace is all clean. The cake is almost finished, and we will be doing the decorating part of our cake. Now let's go and get our cake out the oven. So now the cake is finished, the finished product. As you can see, I poked a hole in it to see if it was finished with the fork, and it was. Now it is time for the decorating stage, and I'm going to do that off cam and come back with the finished product. It's all finished with frosting. I added some little candy chips in there. Do not mind my frosting job. It is horrible. I know this, but this is the finished product. You can frost it with anything you like. Buttercream. You can add any types of candies, chocolates up there if you want, and yeah. And that is all for today's baking video. And hope you enjoyed the cake that you made. I'm about to go cut me a slice right now. Thank you very much.